Hey guys, Nate here with Palmated Outdoors. It's early March. It's actually a beautiful day out here in western Kentucky. Spring's definitely in the air. Turkeys are starting to gobble. Unless you're in South Florida, you're probably looking for some kind of project just to keep you off the edge of your seat until turkey season comes in. So I wanted to share this one with you guys. I've seen several videos on it and done my own research as we started to film our own hunts last fall. And by the way, if you haven't looked at any of those, go check them out on our channel. But wanted to go with a light setup after using some of the store-bought, which I'm holding here, the major manufacturers you might expect. Wanted to come up with a light setup that was functional and kind of the best of all worlds and was reasonable as well as far as price is concerned. So the one you're looking at is the one I built. You know, all in, this thing weighs just under 2 pounds. It's made out of 3/4 inch aluminum with 1/4 by 20 bolts and nylon washers and stuff on it. And it's got a super compact, lightweight fluid tripod head here that I was able to get on Amazon. We'll talk about that in just a second. But I wanted to walk you through this, kind of give you the pros and cons, and then give you some ideas on something that you may build for yourself if you want to start self-filming, or you're looking for something that's a little less bulky to pack in the woods. But again, 2 pounds here compared to the cheapest, most compact model I could find that was a major brand, which comes in at about 4.5 pounds here, and obviously some of them you know, come in even heavier than that. But I would also say that there are some pros and cons to each one. So let's jump in here. I'll give you the dimensions on this one. I'll list all the components that I've used here in the description of the video as well, to give you a jump start and kind of give you an idea on price. But all in, we're looking at about $25 in the materials, and then whatever you want to spend as far as a fluid head is concerned in addition to that. Alright, so let's jump into dimensions. First, I'll start with the base here. I've got roughly 3.5 inch 1/4 by 20 threaded bolts here with washers and lock nuts on the back. You could certainly use all thread here as well and kind of cut your links however you wanted to adjust your, I'll say, camber on the tree. But I've found in most situations, you're not going to get in a tree unless you're a saddle hunter, and it's just the only option that is really going to be that much out of sort, because it's going to be uncomfortable to stand in, you know, and get a good shot opportunity. So I found that in most cases, just sticking with the standard bolts here, you know, it gets a good bite on the tree. As you can see there, I've got this on an oak tree, but gets a great bite and is very, very functional. So dimensions here on the base, these are 6 inches in length. I've got a couple of them here, and then my spacers in between are around 3 inches. I found that to be about the perfect width to grasp any size tree, whether big or small, and give you a good secure fit here. You can see I've got a ratchet strap here that's tied up, and the J hooks inside, just drilled holes on the back end there. Let me zoom in here, hopefully the lighting's okay, but you can see just drilled the holes in there for the J hooks to fit in as it straps around the tree. So the links for the 3 pieces, I found 3 to be about perfect for spinning in and out and going side to side and around the tree here. But this one is 13, and then I've got a 12 and an 11 inch piece. And as they fold up here, they fold up right on top of each other to collapse perfectly. I will say that I hunted a couple of ladder stands this year, and I found that you may even go an inch longer on your initial piece, or a ½ inch longer on each respective piece to get you out there. A lot of times when I'm swinging around to my left to catch a deer coming in kind of over my left shoulder as a right-handed shooter, I'd like to have this extend just a little bit further and wrap around me. So just something to consider. Obviously with aluminum, 3/4 inch, you can get a stick of this stuff for about 10 or 12 bucks for the length that you're going to need. You know, and you got a little bit to play with there. Nylon washers here. Let me flip around over here in the sunlight. Nylon washers to space this out. You can see it gives a nice defined gap here so that this fits right on top of each other and it's not kind of accordioned out. And then I've got the appropriate size bolt. In this case, this is another 1/4 inch by 20 threaded that goes into this lightweight tripod head here. But there's not much to them. I think I've got, all in total, you're going to need about 10 bolts or so of various lengths, and then the nylon washers and the locking nuts and stuff to go with it, and then your ratchet strap. So like I said, and this is actually I found some hockey tape that happened to be camouflage, and I found that to be the perfect silencing material. It's durable, it's kind of coarse, and it really dampens the sound there. Painting it's fine certainly, but I still think you get that ding, and I want to be as quiet as I can getting up in the tree and moving this thing as well. So that that hockey tape, I think it was about $5 on Amazon, or hockey stick tape, worked out really well, and it's kind of got a bottomlands type finish to it here, but it's real dull, and I found it to be super durable over the course of the season here. So hopefully it gives you the dimensions to kind of start with, play around with it, see what you think. But I found this to be about the ideal setup for being able to throw this in your pack, haul it out, and not being too cumbersome, and definitely not being too much weight here. I've got a muddy camera arm that I've used here with a fluid head that I bought off Amazon. I'll put a link in that, or at least the description for you to search for it there. This fluid head specifically was I think around $30 or $32. It may, price obviously may fluctuate here, but I would say for the money, based off the reviews I had, this was the best one. It's got tension adjustments on it. It's super smooth. The problem with this one is it's steel. It's got a great base plate on it, comes with a ratchet strap and all that stuff. It's certainly cost effective, but it's heavy. It's super heavy. When we start talking about shaving a pound or two off a stand for a saddle hunter or somebody who's got to pack in every time, a couple pounds to me makes a big difference. And I also think from being able to get this thing set up, it's kind of cumbersome to get it up on a tree and all things, and you're going to be doing this in the dark sometimes. So weight is a big factor in my opinion. But the fluid head here is great. I will say it's one of the best, I think, for the money you can probably get. Got the detachable plate on it for quick access on that, and it's super fluid. The one I've got on this arm, another Amazon find, I think I paid about $17 or so for this one. You can see most of the components, they're not metal, they're plastic, but it's got tension adjustments on it, in or out. It's got the perfect little arm on it here. It's super compact. It's not quite as fluid. Obviously, you pay for what you get there, but no real hiccups as far as panning in and out, or sliding from left to right, and vertically you can see, I mean, it'll go straight down, but it's super light, and I think for the money, this one was a great investment. It's got a quick detach on it with the plate on it as well. You can see just using a point and shoot, a cannon here, but it'll actually handle any of the popular compact camcorders as well, the weight there with ease. So a couple different options when it comes to fluid heads, but yeah, you can't go wrong here with the experimentation and figuring out what suits you. So that's it in a nutshell. Little trial and error this last fall, but really felt like we dialed our setup in with the being able to film your own hunts. I love this model. It fit in my backpack easily, and it was super easy to set up. Again, just under 2 pounds here as far as setup, not counting the camera. With the quick detach, I can get in there in just a minute or so and be rigged up and ready to go in the dark. So hopefully that helps you guys. You can do this stuff with just hacksaw, a drill, and a couple of bits and stuff. It probably takes, I don't know, 45 minutes or so to get it rigged up and then get everything tensioned the way you like it. But materials are easy to find, and you can customize this to however suits you best, right? I mean, you can see here, just super versatile. So hopefully that helps you guys as you start thinking about filming on your own and what you want to dial into, or what's the perfect setup for tree stand type filming equipment. And I'll post some other videos upcoming as far as cameras and stuff that we use, and tripods, monopods, things like that. But this is a great project for you to pick up here, to bide yourself some time before the fall rolls back around and you'll be wanting to use this thing. So appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.